everybody. Welcome to another Lead In With Lorne. And one thing I've always promised you is I bring my 40 years of mistakes and wisdom in some combination and hopefully share something with you that may just stop you think for a minute and also help me stop and recalibrate or think for a minute as well. And this is one of those moments. And the last little while I've had some back problems, and I've been fortunate most of my life to not really be aggravated by a bad back. And gosh, I know people around me who I deeply care about how much they've suffered with that and how debilitating it is. And I've done a lot of things around running marathons and riding Grand Fondos, and one thing I used to do is I used to inline skate after I couldn't, my knees couldn't take distance running. And for a large part of that time, lived in the Seattle area. And believe it or not, even with the wet, Seattle's a pretty darn good place most of the time. You can almost do it all year round, inline skate. And I was the chief operating officer at a company that had offices in Renton. And there was a beautiful trail there that I could go for about 20 kilometers on this beautiful, wide, open cement trail and just fly and put the music on and just love it. And one skate, and this is particularly a poignant moment for me, and this is what I want to talk to you about. It was a beautiful fall day. It couldn't have almost been, if those of you in the Northwest would understand this kind of a day. It was probably 27 degrees Celsius, no wind, just a perfect day. It was a Sunday afternoon, and I had gone to go for one of these long, beautiful skates. But I've been trying to get a hold of my aunt, who was just a year older than me, and her name was Sylvia. And while I was getting ready to go for this beautiful skate, she was in a Calgary palliative care unit dying of pancreatic cancer. And I finally got a hold of her, and I was sitting kind of on the back of the open hatch in the car. And my skates kind of dangling, and I was talking to her. And I remember saying to me, "Lauren, this is so hard. This is so hard." And she was obviously very much in pain and emotional. And it was a very difficult conversation. And of course, eventually you have to hang up. And that was our last conversation. She died the next day. What I did do that moment, which almost felt selfish, but I felt like that's the least I could do in tribute to her, is to go for that skate in a way that I'd never done before, and literally to take in almost every breath, every moment, every drop of sweat, every beat of sunshine. Just take it and feel it, and so I could replay it when I needed to, as a tribute to her and almost a thanks to her, to remind me that how fleeting these moments are sometimes. So, you've heard me talk about that we'll have a last day at the place of work, our place of work, and we should think about how we want to leave that last day. And of course, we have a bigger last day coming, all of us. And as we get older, our ability to do things, whether we like it or not, just starts to change. And so this week, here's my request to you, maybe a little bit out of the ordinary that you get from these lead-ins, because you are so worth it, is to take advantage of where you are right now, what you can do right now. If it's a long run or that bike ride or that game of tennis, or just sitting and doing some, reading that favorite book of yours, or listening to some music, gardening, whatever it is, just under the notion that one day you may not be able to do it, you likely won't, and certainly one day you won't, to enjoy it and to take it and almost press it into a MP4 or whatever you think you can in your head, and to fully appreciate it and to just know and love that you can do that right now and be grateful for it. And it might then just give you another angle to be a little bit more grateful. You and me both, trust me, boy, do I realize it right now when I'm having a hard time lifting anything and I can't do very much anything and feel rather, frankly, useless. Gosh, I'm going for that skate in my head right now. And thank you, Sylvia. And hopefully that this week you'll have a chance to put something into your long-term player. Thanks and have a great week. And we hope again we'll see you next week. Thanks for joining us. You always inspire us, and we appreciate it very much. Bye for now.